This video is a review of the song that kind of opened my mind up to metal, more so than music I had already reacted to prior. A fan of the band recommended that I check out this song, and it really helped shape my love for metal. Prior to that, I grew up listening to a lot of hip hop and R&B, heavy on both genres. I love R&B. I love hip hop music as well. That's what I knew. But from time to time, I would sneak over to VH1 and MTV, and I would find some really cool songs from Matchbox 20, Death Cab for a Cutie, or The Killers, which prior to Tool was my favorite band, and I still love that band. I would say that if you haven't heard this song, you probably want to go listen to the song first before hearing my review on it, because knowing me, I'll probably end up pausing it a lot, okay, just to give you guys my thoughts on what I feel about the song and, my thoughts. I don't play an instrument, so, I'm not able to break down, what I'm hearing in the music. It's not that type of review. It's just more so what's going on in my mind, and I'll try to articulate those thoughts as best as I can, without actually being able to explain in detail exactly what I'm hearing. But the best way I can describe it is when I listen to this specific song, and one moment it makes me feel like, I'm sitting crisscross in the middle of my living room floor, in some sort of yoga pose. And then the next minute I feel like I'm Thanos and I can, tear a house down with one arm, It's just that's the way the music makes you feel, at least me, in terms of, and this isn't the only song that does that, but this was the first song that really just opened up my mind to the genre and made me really love metal, especially progressive metal, which also led me to Pink Floyd and led me to Led Zeppelin. And Led Zeppelin is also an amazing band as well, but Tool is the band that I have not heard a song from yet that wasn't incredible. I know the band is, I didn't know the band was as old as they were, and another weird thing about Tool is a lot of the music is up for interpretation. You don't know whether Maynard is trolling or whether there's a serious message behind it half the time. But I do know the way the music makes me feel, and that's all I care about, which is not indicative of my personality. When it comes to hip hop, Jay-Z's my favorite rapper because I used to like what he was saying. Okay, I don't just care about the beat. Some people only care about the beat. With Tool, and my favorite band member in Tool is Adam. Okay, Adam Jones. Adam Jones is a genius in my opinion. Danny Carey is. They're four superstars. I'm not going in on the other band members, but that's in my fantasy, if I was a Tool member and I had to play a role, that's the role I would play. I would be Adam Jones, versus Maynard's crazy ass. And Danny's also amazing. I just watched an interview with him recently, which prompted me to do this review of this song. So if you like this type of content, do me a big favor and like the video. If you want to stay up to date whenever I post, subscribe and hit that notification bell. That way you can stay up to date whenever I post. All right, let's go ahead and get right into this. All right, let's go. Love the opening here. At first I wasn't sure whether I was hearing something landing, and then it becomes clear that you hear the ocean, which is different. You think of descending, at least when I think of it, I think of something landing. But they're very atmospheric in a lot of their music, and this is a great example. Another thing I love about this song is this is a song where all four of them shine equally. Okay, we got Maynard, Keenan James, Danny Carey, Justin Chandler, Adam Jones, and Paul Diamore. With Justin and Paul Diamore passing in well, not passing, but from 1990 to 1995 as well. But these are all the band members for those of you who are not familiar with everyone in Tool. But yeah, I'll keep it going here. Now, this is the part where I think that Justin shines with the bass line in the beginning, where he kind of has this vibe. And remember I told you it makes you feel like in the beginning of the song, like you're doing yoga, like you're on some sort of spiritual journey, you're meditating, and then the song goes through a gradual process as a lot of Tool songs do. But all three, even Maynard is shining right here in 1 minute 54 seconds in. Justin is shining here. And Adam is shining. Danny comes in with, he has the accents with the drums a little bit, but he doesn't shine until a little bit later. But it's they're all equally in a flow state here. When Maynard came up with this, he starts off with his normal vocals, and then he uses this filter for his vocals on this little part here. I remember hearing that, and I was like, oh, this guy's different. I absolutely love this. I started to get the chills. I mean, they were building from the opening, but it's right then I really started to get the chills from Maynard here. Another magical thing about Tool is no matter how many times I hear this song, I feel the same way every single time. I never get tired of it. It's always the same chills. It's always the same feeling. That's saying something. Okay, that is the magic in the way. At least I can only express the way the music makes me feel. Okay, but every single time I hear this song, I feel the same way, and I look like an absolute lunatic in my Forerunner when I'm banging this. All right, you got the windows up, but it's just me, and I got it turned up to the max, and I am vibing out to this record. This is the most played Tool song that I've listened to. Isn't this beautiful?
Come hour and suddenly all hail our lethargy.
There's those unpredictable time signatures. And the melody that Maynard goes with this is not anything I'd ever heard before. It's not a reused thing, where he's just oozing with creativity. They take a long time to put out music, and every little part of it, they're really, I didn't know a lot about Tool and their fans and the stereotype about a lot of Tool fans. I didn't really get into all that. I've been a fan for less than a few years, but I can see why they go so crazy. I don't get lost in the meaning of their music. I never have, because, again, if you're not clear about what you're talking about and it's up for interpretation, then I'll just mainly focus on the way the music makes me feel. All right. But, I do know a lot of the stereotypes about you crazy Tool fans out there.
And suddenly all hail our lethargy. Concede suddenly to the quicken disillusion, pray we mitigate the ruin, calling all to warmth and order.
You see Danny heats up on the drums here. My goodness.
To the quicken disillusion, pray we mitigate the ruin, calling all to warmth and order.
So badass.
Drifting through this boundless maze, this madness.
For some reason, the melody that Maynard goes with here, kind of, in my mind, it takes me back to like some Pharaoh days, Egyptian. I don't know why it makes me think of something from Africa. I know he's a white guy, and I don't really know where he's from. But the melody, he makes me think of like the Egyptians for some reason. Although I've never heard any, I don't know if they have any music out there but that's where my imagination goes. Like it feels like that. It feels very ancient. It's best I can describe it.
This boundless maze, this madness, our own making sound,
It's odd time signatures.
revelry, round
That's the Thanos thing I was talking about. All right. So you go from this nice, quiet, calm opening, and then you got Maynard with these nice, soft, relaxing melodies. And then as we progress 5 minutes and 17 seconds into the song, then Adam goes in here, you know, with that. I'm like, oh my gosh, what is that? Just absolutely love it. It's like an action film. Drums are amazing. It's so good. Love the bass here.
Sound the dread alarm through the primal body. Sound the reveille to be or not to be.
And then when he switches up, there's so many different modes he goes. Now here he sounds more like to be or not to be, like he's in a theater singing Shakespeare or something, you know. So there's a lot of different ways that he changes the tone of the melody. And by he, I'm talking about Maynard here. That's, again, how I hear it.
Sound the dread alarm through the primal body. Sound the reveille to be or not to be. Rise, stay the crime finale. Stay the reading of our swan song and epilogue. One drive to stay alive. Elementary, muscle every fiber. Mobilize, stay alive. Stir us from our wanton slumber.
All right, you guys want to know what I'm thinking right now? Probably not. But I'm thinking about Led Zeppelin. And out of all the music that I've heard from Led Zeppelin, do they have a song that makes me feel this way? Now, that's a tall order because Led Zeppelin, I haven't heard a song from them that wasn't good or incredible. All right, I've heard some good songs from them, but most of the songs I've heard from them are incredible. So they're the band that rivals this band. They're the band that inspired this band. You know, I get all of that, okay? I get all of that, you know. Larry Bird came before Michael Jordan. I get all of that, all right? But the answer to that question is no.
Mitigate our ruin, call us up to up in order.
Oh, man. Now, to give you an idea, and excuse me for interrupting the solo. I know that's sacrilegious, but when I think of great guitar players, and I'm still learning as I go, but I think of ones that stand out. Mark Knopfler. I love I don't know anything about playing the guitar, so I'm just going by how, from an average person listening to music, Mark Knopfler, David Gilmour, okay, Santana. Of course, we have damn, my recall is horrible, but you know what? Let me pull it up. Okay, so Mark Knopfler, David Gilmour. We have Frank Zappa is another one that I enjoy. We have Santana. It's one of my favorites to listen to. Jimi Hendrix is out of this world from what I've discovered from him so far, probably one of the greatest. When I think of Adam Jones, I don't think of him as being the most technical, okay? It's more so his creative mind and how he arranges his music and the sound of his guitar. I don't think that he is technical and gifted as far as like playing as Mark Knopfler or David Gilmour or someone like that. It's just, but he can still evoke the same emotion and feelings with his creativity. I hope I'm explaining that the best way that I can there, but that's why he's my favorite. I don't think that he's the most talented in terms of technical ability that I've heard, but his creativity is off the charts, and what he adds to the music, his mind, that's why he's one of my favorite. And I can go down a list of a lot of other guitar players that I've discovered and absolutely enjoy. I know I'm missing quite a few, but just because I've never been a person that really listened to guitar solos or guitar players like that anyway. I'm a hip hop fan, R&B fan, so I'm still learning, and I'll probably continue to be learning as long as I'm still doing this type of music reactions and things of that nature. But it's why he's become my favorite since hearing his creative mind here. Drums. Killing it. They let the track breathe. Justin Chandler here. Still the heartbeat of the song. The pulse. These melodies that kind of feel like a wave. Sort of like the intro. Go. So tribal. Part right here feels like a bunch of men dancing around a big fire. All right, it feels very primal, very tribal. All right, in terms of this part of the song has a little bit of everything. That's why it's my favorite, one of my favorites. If not, well, I would say it's the song that made me fall in love with their music. This is the record. Although I can go all day reviewing their songs because there's so many. Really, there's not so many. I think they have a really small catalog, which is I guess I'm annoyed by it, but I get it. They're to a degree what I would call perfectionists. Man, let's go. Oh man. I don't want to go too far, all right, because I got to hear that again. But that is Adam in prime state right there. Like, just when I heard that, if that doesn't sound good to you, I'm glad I wasn't born with your ears. All right, like, just one of the most amazing things I've ever heard of all the music I've ever reacted to. Just a beautifully written, beautiful piece here by Adam. He just shines in this segment here. Love this rev up here, you know. You see Danny always in the background just going ape shit, you know. Goes off. The way he expresses himself with that guitar, he doesn't need to sing, all right? His fingers does it all. I mean, just a beautiful way that he says a lot without saying anything with just the guitar. This is riding the lightning right here. Thing that makes me sad is, you know, I don't have stock speakers in my 4Runner, so I can't enjoy the song as much as, you know, my car doesn't have the right speaker system to enjoy this song the way it's supposed to be enjoyed. If you have that, I almost envy you a little bit. I don't envy anyone, but you know what I mean. And the descent. And that is the end there. All right. So, I don't know if this, we'll see if this video gets any traction. I am always embarrassed and feel a little uncomfortable talking about things I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm not a musician. Okay. But I can only, express how it makes me feel, I guess. You know what I mean? But, this is the song that really pulled me into the metal genre. And to this day, they still remain to be one of my favorite bands. I don't know if they'll ever release another album, okay? But if they don't, I get it, But I do need to do another album review of these guys. I've done one or two, I can't remember. I need to do another one. But you guys, let me know. Is there a band out there that makes you feel this way? Okay, and I'd be curious to know what's your favorite band and what is the song that kind of sparked your interest or made them your favorite band, the song that did it, like, okay, I need to explore more. Or did you just hear one song and was like, this is my favorite band, I don't care what else they put out, this is it. For Tool, I think I was about 2 or 3 songs in before I heard this one. I heard The Pot and I was like, damn, you know what I mean? And then I heard a couple of, then I heard this and I was like, okay, these are not just one trick ponies. All right, they're recreating the same feeling, not the same feeling as this, because, The Pot doesn't make me feel like this. Vicarious doesn't make me feel like that. But they still bring this emotion out of me that I didn't know existed. All right, until hearing that music. I've gotten this through hip hop. I've gotten certain emotions through R&B and through other different types of music. But and that's the beauty of it. But they've unlocked something different in my mind. But I'm rambling. I hope you guys enjoyed my butchered take on this. All right. I'm not Rick Beato or somebody like that who can break down music and tell you the history of it and what you're hearing. I can't do that. I watch him from time to time to try to learn a little bit. A big YouTuber, if you guys don't know who he is, I'm pretty sure you do. But yeah, if you like this type of content and want to see more breakdowns or my thoughts of music that many of you guys have introduced me to, thank you. Let me know in the comments section below. Like the video if you like the video, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. As I've stated in many videos, these music reactions I don't get paid for, so you guys that support the show allow me to do what I do here today. So checking out the Patreon or buying a coffee in the link below, all that goes right back into allowing me to do what I do today. But it's free to just like the video, subscribe, and leave a comment. And I appreciate you guys for watching. Peace.
I did it.